Overall, the actors who performed were, for lack of a better term, pretty good. They aren't fantastic per se, but they are good with what they were given. Unfortunately, what they were given wasn't the whole story. Certain character traits were cut out, and if important information is needed to be spoken, characters who shouldn't know that information in the show know it in the film. Like Mustang knowing that Envy was homunculi just before burning him for the first time. In the show, he had no idea they even existed until Ed explained it to him after a fight with Gluttony. So, the result of a director wanting to adapt a third of a manga series, look it up, that's a trivia fact, characters were changed so much that they were only shells of their originals. Sad to say that the actors are going to be given a hard time for it. It also doesn't help that a lot of the comedy and character natural interactions was sacrificed for exposition and pushing the main story along. Hate the movie or not, you have to admit, or at least I will, the music was amazing. The music perfectly amplifies the film's tension, action, soft moments, and anything in between the opening and closing. The composer was Reiji Kitasato, and his previous works have included... Wait, what? Just this film? That can't be right. There's also a Reiji Kitasato. Maybe they're the same person? What does the credits say? Oh, right. I forgot. I can't read Japanese. Anyway, I love the soundtrack, and it's practically the best thing out of this whole film. For most of the film, all the sound effects are great, from Al's armor creaks to the transmutations and even Lust's fingers as they change their length. So I'm going to be very, very nitpicky here and ask two things. One, why wasn't the clapping sound from Brotherhood used? Because that would have been cool. Second, what is with the punching sound when Ed was fighting Tucker? I'm sorry, I can't get over how lame that sound effects is, and how big of a disappointment it makes when I hear that very, very dull thud. Exaggerate the hit a little bit, why don't ya? Sorry, I'll stop. The scenery is amazing, the costumes are copies from the shows and manga, and Al looks incredibly... fake. It's almost kind of jarring at times whenever Al is on the scene. You pretty much have to tolerate every time you see it and not think, yeah, that's totally computer generated. Or something to that extent. But funny thing is, you get used to it after some time. Other effects you don't, unfortunately. And certain effects includes the chimera Nina was turned into, the thing the boys created, and Gluttony's... Oh my gosh, what the heck is that? I mean, I'm sorry, the way Gluttony waddles after the soldiers after opening his stomach, oh my gosh, that is horrible looking, but unintentionally funny at the same time. Am I the only one who thinks that? I already talked about the Al self-doubt scene, so I'll just repeat that I don't like it and move on. The chimeras that Ed and Al fought were made of stone. Where did Gluttony get that leg from? Overall, I feel that the film wasn't entirely bad. It does try to follow the original story, as heavily rushed as it is. My recommendation is just go see the show, and or read the manga. That's where the original story is, that's where everything is already good to begin with, and you'll get a lot more out of that than you can out of this adaptation. Anyway, that's all I got for this review. Thanks for watching and giving me some of your time out of your day to listen to me talk about it. If you want to see more of my reviews, please consider subscribing and turning on the notifications bell. That will let you know when I upload. If you want to see a review on one of your favorite films, let me know on my social media and I'll get around watching and review them. Links to those certain social media is down in the description below. Thanks again, and I'll see you all next time. Good night!